thought I'd bring you back in here to the to our chapel. We're getting ready for evening worship, and so I thought I would take a little bit of time to go through my worship confessional for this week. Hope you had a great week. Family has still been sick. Hoping my wife and my daughter feel better. They were sick this week. We were supposed to go out of town to Dallas, but we weren't able to. So this morning came a little heavy again. Just trying to get sickness out of our family, out of our house, and so I'm just praying for wellness for my wife and my kids and my boys and my daughter. So this morning we started off with "He Knows My Name," the Tommy Walker song, and I found out that I really like Tommy. I like his stuff. He's got a new song I think is just absolutely fantastic. But this is his classic. This is the one that if you know Tommy Walker stuff, you know He Knows My Name. And today we were talking about how He opens our eyes, how God can reveal things to us. And I think it's so important that we understand how wise He is first before we understand that He can illuminate us just as well. And here's a God who knows everything about us. And I really liked singing that song today. It's been a while since we've sang He Knows My Name. And I really felt like the body responded to it. I don't feel like we sang like we had these past few weeks. We were down a little bit this week in terms of spirit and possibly attendance. But I think there wasn't quite the passion. And maybe that was from me. I'm not sure that we had the past 3 out of 4 weeks. We went in after a welcome by the Pastor Donnie. We went into God of Wonders and Holy is the Lord to open up our service. And again, just wanted to just expound on how great and how powerful and how huge God is. And I felt that those songs really tied well together. Obviously, they had the same key, same feel, so they just kind of really bled into each other. And I think it started off our service really well. I may have started God of Wonders a bit fast and kept it fast through, but Holy is the Lord, I think, went really well. I don't feel like they sang it, the body sang it didn't feel it like they did a few weeks back. And again, wondering if that was me or something where I was at. But I didn't feel the grasp of it like we had a couple of weeks ago. But again, that not for the body's fault, but more for mine and my leading us where we need to go. And I feel like the next 3 songs, Open the Eyes of My Heart, Lord, Open Our Eyes, Lord, and then Singing Before the Throne of God Above. Again, I think those songs went well. I don't think, it's going to sound funny, I don't think they went as well as the first 2, God of Wonders and Holy is the Lord, but I think they went well. They said the things they needed to say, and I felt lyrically they brought us where we needed to go. Invitation-wise, I was much happier with the invitation this week, which was I Surrender All, and the closing song, we closed with He Knows My Name. For our special music before the pastor spoke on Living with Urgency, how He opens our eyes, Bud Baird sang I Will Rise Again. I thought he did a fantastic job of that. Jennifer White, one of our wonderful ladies here, she's just a sweetheart, and she did sign language while he sang I'll Rise Again. And I think that was, for me, was probably the highlight of the day. Bud really sang from his heart, and Bud just digitized 3 old tapes and sang a new one, and just to give back to the body. And I'm real proud of Bud. Bud does a great job. He's got a great voice, and he's been doing this for a long time. But I think he did a fantastic job this week. If you want to see how the order went, I was just kind of speaking off the top of my head today. If you want to see the order, just come back and look on godpowered.blogspot.com, and you should be able to see the order of worship and have me talk about it. But all in all, I felt like today was a good day of worship. I don't feel like it was the best day of worship. And you know how I am, guys, after watching me. If I don't feel like it's the best day of worship, I don't feel like I gave my best, and I feel like I still have some improvement. I always want to give my best to God, and if I don't feel like I did, if I was distracted or what it might be, then I feel like it's time to reevaluate and time to change some things and try to make some things work. And I felt, as I said, He Knows My Name was a great song, and that's the song that really hit me today. The fact that God knows me and God knew where my heart was at. And sometimes when we get ready to lead worship, it's best for us just to leave everything at the table and not try to fix everything or feel like we can fix, all the things that need to go on, but just know that God is a greater God than any problem and any dilemma that we have. And we need to know and remember that He has us in His hands. And if we remember that, it's going to be so much easier for us to give that back to the body. And that's what they need on a Sunday morning, is someone in front of them that can tell them, I know that God has me in the palm of His hand, and He's got you too. So I hope you had a great week. I hope you realize that God has you in the palm of His hand and is watching over you. So have a blessed week and keep singing.